When you get in, say hello. Please identify yourself. The uncle wants to know where you're from and what you're about. Maybe just where you're from and your name. So I'm going to hang here until I get some few people. Maybe you can also whack a like when you get online as well. That would be awesome. And let Uncle know if the sound is okay. Hopefully everything is spot on. So I am on my last day of lockdown, what I call lockdown. Hey Mike, how are you? Hey Mikey M, you're a legend. Thank you for the compliments. We're going to have a really fun show today. I've got some really cool things to show you guys about BTC and where I believe it's going. This is an exciting time. You know, I mentioned the other day that on the last video about harvesting and how I was going to trade this. Laylid from Morocco. Whoa, we get everywhere, don't we? That's awesome. And we've got Grafiska, I think it is. Hey from Sweden. Hey. As you say in Sweden. I like Sweden. Really cool. Hey, Clinton, how are you? Great to see you here, buddy. We've got Brendan Shepard. Brendan, everything is good. I saw that you're getting in on the MS token action. And Judy, hi from Byron Bay. My God, friends everywhere. This is awesome. I love this. So, without further ado, because I want to keep this show moving, we got Dylan from Wales. I think I remember you, Dylan. You were here the last show, if I remember. We had people from Wales. I know that for sure. Okay. Now, the uncle is going to share his screen. I might as well just get straight into this. Okay, let's see what I'm going to share here. There we go. That's what I want to share. Let's pop that in the middle like that. Okay. All right, Simon Hutt. Hey from the UK. Josh from Oz. G'day. There's quite a few people that come in from Oz. I've got no idea why that is. I love Australia. Okay, all right. So what are we looking at here, guys? This is a really important... This is a Dougie McGurdy, W Hotel Bangkok, checking in, baby boy. All right, robes out. Hola from Barcelona, Paul Coleman. Paul, you're a smart guy to be in Barcelona. What a place that is. Okay, all right. Let me just get rid of that notification. Okay, well, we've got someone from Finland, Guild Nerb. Hi from Finland. Okay, guys. This is what I call a monthly chart, and this is tracking. It's tracking Bitcoin from way back to the absolute genesis. Okay, so we're going right back to the very beginning, and you'll see that I've popped. Your uncle's popped some arrows on here for us all to see. In fact, I should put one more arrow here. Let me just put one more arrow there. Okay, what does this all mean? Some of you will know what this means. Essentially, what I've done here is drawn these lines here, as you can see these train tracks here. This shows me where the peaks have all been. So I can go back and I can actually work out the peak back in June 2011 was approximately $32. Back here we're in cents. Look at that. Imagine buying Bitcoin for 6 cents, 7 cents, buying, you know, at that price, you know, maybe 10,000. Well, they're the whales today, the guys that did that. The guys that had the foresight and the knowledge, they were the ones that actually got in there. Lawrence K, a little late. No, you're not late. We're getting in there. Well, I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. All right. So here you can see, you know, we're somewhere around, let's see, $32, $33. Then we go back down. Look at this. Back down to, whoa, $2. Can you believe it? Imagine you bought it at, okay, this is like the pizza days, right? You know, you buy it for cents, and then it goes up to $32, and then it falls down to like 2. You're like, I'm a multi-millionaire. No, I'm not. I'm broke again. Well, not broke, but you know, you had some hardship. And then all of a sudden, if you held, boom, 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 2013, here we go, April 2013, 225. So from this peak to this peak, you know, that is a huge gain. Then, of course, there was another crash. So it goes down from 238 down to $72, something like that. And then here we go again. 1st of December 2013, $12.51. We crash again. We go down to, well, probably around 317, somewhere about there. Then we start this massive climb. This is 2016, October, November, and we go up here and we hit the peak around December 2017. Actually, January 1st, thereabouts, around that mark anyway, 20,000. We then crash down again during this bear again. And we go down to 3,600, I think was the lowest, something like that. So that's December 2000, where are we? February 2019, March. We start climbing again, and here we go. Here we go, and we go up to 65,000 or thereabouts, 64,273 on this chart. Now, we have come off that, and we have come down to currently 37,000, or sorry, 30, what are we, currently around 38,000. Okay, 38,000. So we've had a decent correction. At one stage, we were probably 64, 65%. Now, let's just look at one of these tweets I recently did, where I talk about 2013 down by 70%. We saw that. 2015 down by 50%. 2016, 38%. 17, 45%. 2018, 81%. 2019, 59%, 2020, 63%, and 2021, 54%. Now, you see on crypto Twitter, a lot of these influencers have gone missing, deleting posts. There was an excellent post by my friend Brad. Let's see if I can find that. Brad, if you don't subscribe to him, you should. Brad Laurie. He says, if you're a crypto influencer currently deleting past shill tweets at the moment, you're a piece of shit. If you can't stand by your tweets, don't, you know what that says, write them. Just shows you're not genuine, not consistent, and above all, that you fear public backlash. Pussy. Okay, some harsh words there, but you know, right on the number. And if we go through to that, I actually responded to Brad and said, better still, why don't they keep a public portfolio of every one of the calls showing the buying price? Document the same in a Telegram chat. Am I the only guy in crypto doing that? Guys, if you know someone else that does it, please put it in the comments. I want to befriend that person. I will love adding some other people like CryptoNote, like your uncle, that can actually, he's got integrity and will actually show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's the only way. Put your dirty washing out for everyone to see, and then everyone knows what the deal is. So let's go back to this chart again, because now I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen. So I mentioned on the last video that I was harvesting anything around 35,000. I was buying and then selling again around 36, 37, 38. And then doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. Now, this is just what I call fun money, and it's really to sharpen my tentacles. Like I just like keeping my trading self. I don't trade very often, but in a sideways market, which this is, I do trade, and I actually love it. It's super fun, and you buy at 35 and you sell at 37, and you make a few percent. What you're doing is you're stacking stacking your sats, and it quickly adds up. And this sideways market could go on. It's going to be choppy for quite some time, and this is actually a fun time if you know your supports and know the range that you're basically flowing in. Like, you can generally do pretty good. In this market, do not leverage. In every market, Uncle Nut says, do not leverage. If you are a long-term investor, I do something that a lot of people will tell you not to do, and that is I don't have a stop loss. I have seen the negative side of a stop loss work many times when the market just goes free flow or free fall and your stop loss is ignored and you lose out. Even if you know technical and you've got it at the previous supports and so forth, it's a bit of an issue. So if you're enjoying this so far, please smash up that like button and let me know. So we've got Chand Sheikh from Dubai. Okay, hey, how you doing, Chand? Great to see you here. Evening from Australia, Timmy. All gobble up some knowledge bombs. Yeah, let's do it. Daniel Powell. Hey, how are you, Daniel? Good to see you here, buddy. Okay, all right. Oliver from Bali. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right, guys. Keep smashing that. If you like what I'm saying here, I'd love to see you hit that like button. And if you're not on my channel, whether it's at Feeling Fluffy on Twitter, or if you're not on my Telegram, my free Telegram channel, please do get on it, because that's where super bombs are thrown almost every day. And those that are on it, they know that it can help their trading immensely. I actually put in, the exact moment I call it, I buy it, I publish it, I list it on my Excel spreadsheet, which you'll see on my Telegram in the pinned notes. I also put it on Twitter. Everything the uncle does is all there. You can also check the current prices by looking at what I've called and what it is today. So you can always work out what my portfolio is. After this recent correction, I'm probably down maybe 25% from the 11x that we did have. So you can figure that it's probably 8.5 or 9x now, which is still not bad since September last year. So if you want to get on the good juice and you want to taste some tasty little morsels that I throw out there to you guys to learn, no matter what level you're at, I think I've got something to offer someone at certain time in their timeline. Okay, thanks for those likes. We got up to 14. Wow, I'm excited. All right, guys, I'm going to move along and show you. This is a great resource. This is Glassnode. Now, Glassnode provides me with some really key information. Now, you'll see it's pretty much looks a similar chart to what I just showed you. These are bears here. There's the massive bull. There's a massive bull. There's the bear. There's the massive bull. You can see these nice little patterns here. Look at this. Boom. Look at these beautiful patterns. Look at that. When you see those patterns, I mean, I get all excited. I can see another one there. These are called fractals. Now you can see it repeating up here. This is math. And in the universe, everything is actually science and based on math. And everything's predictable, right? Look at these corrections here. Look at this. Look, I can't really show you because this little guy gets in the way, but I'm going to use the line here. Look at that. Look at that there. That over there. Let's go over this side maybe. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. All right. So these charts give me a very big picture look at where BTC is going. Now I'm going to go back to the trading view and show you what I think is going to happen. So I believe we have weeks, if not months, of this sideways action. So I'm going to show you some resources later to learn about fib retracements and how you can actually work out how to trade a range. Harvest, that's the word, harvest. Okay, so I can see a range right now anywhere between the recent low, which is around 30,000, and 41, 42, that sort of number. Maybe what I can do is blow up this chart. so we get a better look. Okay. Sorry, just messing around here. You can also see some of the uncle's signals here. See the green and the red triangles? You can see that here I've got a sell. Here I've got a buy. Look at that. Look at that juicy buy from 223 all the way up to 20,000. There was never any signal for me to sell. And that's why I tell you guys, just hold through a bull. Uncle, when he gets the signals to sell, I will tell you, do you see any sell? Do you see lots of greens here, guys? Look at this. There's my signal there at 4,683, and I called that. When everybody was calling doom and gloom, not unlike now, Uncle was maybe one of the 1% that said, no, this is the best time to buy. Fortunately, I listened to my own advice. Look at that. We go up, and we had a really dark time again, but it's not dark for us. Look where we got in. We doubled our money when it was going dark. And then look at this run up. So you see from here, 4,600, I think was the number, all the way up to where we are today, 46,000. I'm a happy camper, you know, and why I keep telling you guys, do not sell in a bull market. Don't do it. It's not worth it. All right, another little resource. Let's see if I can get this up. Okay. Fear and Greed Index. Another one of my favorites. I love this area here. Oof. Recently we had extreme fear 10. So what do you think the uncle was doing when we hit 10? Was I selling? No. Was I buying? You guys know I was buying. I told you guys I was buying. I ran out of USDT. That's how much I was buying. So last month, 31. These are great indicators. These are great tips, guys. It's not always right, but it's usually right. So we're 22. I like it. Still perfect market to buy or trade a range. I don't advocate you guys to trade a range if you're not doing crypto full time. Don't do it. Not worth it. If you are an investor and you want to make money, you buy in these ranges and you hold. And even if it drops to 25,000 or 28,000, you have diamond hands. That's what you do. You have diamond hands. So that's what I'm talking about. Getting as many of these indicators that can actually support what is really happening. And if you can go back through history and look at some of these numbers and actually see, well, when it was extreme fear in the past, where you know, what was the market? So you can go back and actually check a time frame. You can check maximum. For some reason this is not working, but you know, it'll work on your computer, I promise you. And you can actually see and go back and see what the greed indicator was there. It's not always right, but it's normally right. Now, I want to show you some contrarian views, and these are from people that I actually respect. Excavo, he's a pretty prime technical analyst. He's someone that I check in with every now and then to see whether he's agreeing or disagreeing with what I'm saying. Doesn't mean he's going to change my mind, because you need to have really super strong emotions in check when you trade. And you know, as I told you, this secret, this is the secret. This one here. All of these indicators are programmed in, so I know what they work on. What is the stocks? What is the volume doing? What is the RSI doing? These are all programmed in, so I don't have to worry about double checking every single time. I just look at the indicators. But let's go back to what he's saying. So he said this 18 hours ago. He said, he's basically saying that we're going to have a nice head and shoulders, and there's going to be a short squeeze, and we're going to hit down to 30,000. And he said there's a possibility we could actually test 20,000. So that's what he's calling. Now, regardless whether we do go down to this level, which I don't believe is probable. I mean, it's probable, yes, but it's not my most probable outcome, and I'm going to tell you what my most probable outcome is. We hold, because as we go back to these guys here, and we see, let's say we drop back down. This is the trend line, by the way. This gives me a really good clear picture of what's happened since, let's see, 2015 right up till today. Look at that. It's respected the trend line. What does that tell you, guys? What does that tell you? Are we going backwards? Don't listen to the FUD. Don't listen to the FUD. Listen to your own intuition. Trust people that can prove to you that they know what they're talking about and have got runs on the board. And learn trading yourself. If you want to adopt a full-time position, you want to make amazing amounts of money and be super successful, be that sponge. Be that sponge and learn. Now, even if we hit the trend line, say around here, there you go, there's 20,000. And this is probably something that Excavo actually has under his bonnet. He's doing something like Uncle Nut here, and he can see that trend line. He can see that it could possibly go back to 20,000. And that's why he's calling that. But guess what? If it goes to 20,000, one thing I'll be doing, I will have a signal to buy, I'm sure. I mean, one of these green little arrows, and I will be smashing as much money into BTC as I possibly can, because the next move is this. And this is going to happen regardless, probably something like that from that 20,000, which is around 200,000. Yeah, 200,000 plus. Now, those that are on my Telegram know that I've been calling 200,000 to 600,000 in this bull run, because the uncle thinks, and I could be wrong, this bull run is not over. It's not over. And I've got all of the proof that I need to know that it's not over yet. Once again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. That would mean that history, all of the metrics that I use from history, would also be wrong, right? So we're talking about a slim probability. Okay, let's look at where I think it's going to go. So I think, and I'm going to draw something here. Let's see if I can do this. Something like this is going to happen. All right, something like that. Now, let's have a look at this. 34,000, 30,000, 32,000, somewhere around there. Then we go up. And it's probably a little bit more of a gradient than that, but you get the picture. So I can't tell you whether I believe it's going to be 200,000 or 600,000. My way I'm looking at this, it's somewhere in between. Once we get closer, we'll be able to have a few more indicators and I'll be able to tell you. Wait, guys, if you're liking what I'm telling you, if you're learning, you're getting some bombs here, please smash up the likes. Tell Uncle you like it. I love you guys. Give me feedback. It's hard doing this by myself. I need you guys telling me what's going on. All right. Now, let me move on a bit here, guys. I'm going to... Okay. All right, so I was watching Rand, my buddy Rand, who I was on his show and spoke about a couple of different tokens. Rand had a couple of experts on, all saying different things. So what does that tell you? It tells you that no one knows. No one has a crystal ball. You know, and at the end of the day, anyone that says they absolutely know what's going to happen, they don't. But if you know trading, let me go back here again, and you look at history, history will give you a ton of lessons. And you've seen some of my methodology now, so you know how Uncle works. I look at this, I look at Glassnode, I look at the Fear and Greed Index, I go onto Twitter and I do some typing in here, and I'll say something like BTC, $BTC, let's say crash. And I want to see who are these guys that are calling the crash. and it shows up. Who are the top ones that are calling the crash? And I can see what they're saying, and I can look at them and just say, and I'm looking at them with steel eyes. I've got diamond hands. I don't care what they say, but I love seeing different people's opinions. No one is absolutely right. No one is absolutely wrong. But these are all good learnings. These are good ways to keep your finger on the pulse. Another good way to keep your finger on the pulse is to actually go out in nature, something I can't do right now. Go for a walk, chill out. Don't look at your charts. When things are crashing around you, the last thing I want to do is check what my portfolio value is. I'm not interested. I know what's happening. I've got the bigger picture. How do we do it? We go back here. We reassure ourselves. Everything is in fine form. We go back to the fear and greed. Yes, that checks out as well. We go do some research on Twitter. We might do a few more different tokens to see what they've got to say. Now, guys, for those that want to learn about trading, one of the most important tips I can give you is to understand Fibonacci retracements. They will help you to understand and what we're talking about. So here is an Elliott wave. You can see Elliott wave is also good to learn as well. This channel will help you how to trade Fibonacci retracements. It's Trading 212. So look that up and go to the video that's about how to trade Fibonacci retracements. Watch that video until you understand what it's really saying, and then you will know when things, whether it will give you so much more confidence when you're trading to see what is actually happening, because once again, math does not lie. Okay. For those that are already in the, I'm going to swap topics here. Millennium Sapphire deal. There's a brand new website that's up now. The Sapphire paper will be connected to it tomorrow morning this time. It goes over all of the previous articles. The stone, it's a much better flow than what we had before. Talks about how we're on Ravencoin. Very important that we're on Ravencoin. Our team is growing. There's more and more people. I'm actually going to give you guys a video on a creative meeting we had with 14 of our creatives about our NFTs. So you guys start to understand how that NFT works. And I need you guys to understand that the Millennium Sapphire is, we're tokenizing the actual asset, and then the income that comes in from the NFTs that we sell, the net income, after we take out the expenses, the studio and so forth, and we take out the expenses of the platforms that take commissions, the net figure is distributed to all the token holders pro rata. So we have, when you see the figures tomorrow, when you come back here and go to the Sapphire paper, there'll be financial projections in there, and you guys are going to be blown away. Okay, enough about that right now. I'm going to show you something here. Let's just do a BTC search and see what happens, see what people are saying, the latest. Okay, for some reason, my computer is very slow. I'll be glad to get out of this this hotel, guys, and have normal internet. Okay, it's not showing up. Guys, I'm going to, if you've got questions, please hit me up right now, and I would love to answer them. Otherwise, get on my channels and, understand what I'm saying every day. Learn, go over the pin notes. You're gonna learn a lot, guys. You're gonna learn a lot. And if you guys really want to understand how to trade, please get onto YouTube. Follow that site I just gave you. That will help you understand Fibonacci. I'm gonna do a Bitcoin update every week from now on, to try to also make you understand where we are on that chart. I can come back, I can give you guys a lot of confidence on where we are, and we can track this together. Walt X is printing money. Please advise to hold. Definitely hold. We don't sell alts in this market. You don't sell Bitcoin in this market. Lawrence K is asking an update on CNS Centric Cash. I haven't checked for a while, but I will, and I'll update that, Lawrence, in the Telegram chat. So Crypto Nuts Treasure Channel, you can find it in the bio on my Twitter account, or you can look through the videos here and there's a link there, so you'll be able to do it. I think, Lawrence, you're already a member. You're already inside. Super interesting. Thanks, Graphiska. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I have questions on Sapphire. Why ask for Raven address? No, you will be sent the tokens. It's been, okay, so MSTO has been minted on the Raven coin blockchain, as many STOs are, because it's very stable and it's got amazing features that we're going to use as well. So you need to have a Raven coin address, a bit like having to have an Ethereum address if something was on the Ethereum blockchain. So you'd have to give your Ethereum address. So same thing with Raven. You need to give your Raven coin address, and your tokens for MSTO will be sent to that address. Let's see, Ganesh, if I had to invest one coin right now, one altcoin right now, which one should I invest in, please? All right, good question. Now, I haven't had an exhaustive look at this, so let me just go on a trading view, and I'll show. I'm just going to pick some coins out that I think may be in a nice range right now. Let's see. So DOT, let's have a look at DOT. Oh, well, no. KSM. Let's have a look at KSM. All right, so we're going to go back to auto. Let's go back there. Look, KSM's at 291. That's a great buy. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, I'm a great proponent. I'm a great supporter of KSM. I think also Zenon is a great buy. Zenon is a great buy right now. I don't know what Zenon is trading at right this very second, but that would be. Hey Vasco from Portugal, pleased to see you here. Zenon or BTC? I'd probably do Zenon if I'm an investor, because it was $25, $26 not that long ago, and if you're really savvy 2 days ago, you would have got it for $9. Right now it's around 13, around that mark. Great buy. Every day that goes by, Zenon gets closer to launch. When it gets launched, we're going to see fireworks. We're going to see absolute fireworks. Those that know my Twitter handle, you'll know that I've got Zenon 1000 plus. Within the next period of time, when that's released on the blockchain, within let's say 6 to 12 months, I believe that's where we're going to go with Zenon. It's just that the technology is just so great, and it's got so many use cases, and it's going to solve so many problems. Can we share MSTO to others? Only if they are on my channel. So if you wanted to share with other people, you'd have to tell them to join the Telegram channel, join the Twitter, and then no problem. You can share it with as many people as you want, as long as they're on my social. Okay. Lid says, do you think Link still got the potential to be on a top 10 or even a top 5? Look, Link is solid. I'm not in love with I'm not in love with Link as much now. I really think Link will always be up and around, but there's many chains now, such as Zenon, it's a great example, have got inbuilt oracles. So it takes out of play Band, Link, and all those oracles. There's no use for them because they are inbuilding it at the protocol level of their blockchain. So that's what's happening now. Like, these things were they solved problems that were huge problems 2 years ago or 2.5 years ago. But now chains are becoming interoperability, like they have their own protocols. Zenon has got superb ones. So would I go for Link or would I go for Zenon? I'd go for Zenon, because of these factors. Brendan Shepard says, how do you believe the returns from Sapphire will compare to some of your other recent calls? Can't buy everything, and I have Apollo in mind, which is coming up. true, Brendan, you can't buy everything. But what I would say is always spread the risk. I am not going to sit here, and I don't have a crystal ball, and I can't tell you it's going to do 100 time or a 50 time or a 10x. And I can't do that either with Apollo launches. But what I can do is empower you with lots of information so you guys can make the decision. This video showing the creative and the world famous Alessio Boschi on there is going to blow you away, and it's going to blow you away when you start seeing these announcements for these big NFT sales, and the net proceeds of all of those go to the token holders. So this is not like getting a white paper and having a story about, oh, this is what we're trying to solve, this problem, blah, blah, blah. This is tangible. This is a real asset. This is where in 5 years, most things will be STOs. Today, they're the minority. Majority is blockchains and projects. It's all going to change. Everything's going to go STO. The major stock markets, assets, land, buying property, it's all going to be STOs. Laylit says, okay, thanks, Uncle Nut. I love Xenon 2 and I'm already a Xenon alien. Ha, like the aliens. Good stuff. I love aliens. All right, guys, I think unless you guys have got other questions, I'm really, really grateful for you guys being here. I super enjoy doing these live videos. It like really gets my adrenaline flowing, and I love interacting with you with questions. So please, share the channels around. I mean, one of the things, excuse me 1 second, guys. I've got something here that I got to do. Okay. I mean, one of the exciting things about what I do is I'm trying to empower people. I'm trying to educate. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm trying to teach you guys the things, the traps that I fell into, so you guys don't fall into them. I hope today, bridged a big education gap where you could see some of the tools that I use, to make my mind clear on which direction things are going. I'd love you to subscribe if you're not subscribing here. I'd love you to spread the news of this YouTube channel. It's relatively new. We've got just over 600 subs. The more subs I get, the more people we can actually get to and help. And I can bring more opportunities, whether that's job opportunities, career opportunities in crypto. Many of you on my channel are now enjoying that ability to earn crypto and see another way of working and enjoying your life, doing some fun stuff, whether that's writing articles, content creation, graphic design, branding. There's a plethora of things that we do. We're animators, we've got AR developers, we've got website devs, we've got system admins, we've got everything. If you've got a talent that you really think there's something that's you're at a world-class level, and you've got some extra time, you want to start off and work with the Crypto Nut and his amazing team at Grow Crypto, who are just blowing things up. By the way, we're behind a lot of the most successful projects, and the content you see is world class. So if you want to be part of that and be part of change and where the blockchains are going and where the crypto is going, please hit me up in my personal Twitter. Get on there, send me a note, a DM, and it takes me time to get back to you sometimes, but I will get back to you, and thank you very much. All right, guys, I think that's about it. Oh, there's more questions coming in. Ganesh says, thank you, Ganesh. Is MSTO price going to be stable at $1? Look, okay, this is my opinion. Remember, I'm involved, right? Full disclaimer. And like everything I do, I've got some involvement in pretty much all of the calls, whether I know the team or I'm involved in the team or I invested or whatever. I call it as I see it. And I tell you the way the calls, and my track record is there. So you can see my performance, okay? And I tell you when I make mistakes. MSTO is launching at $1. The value of that stone at this point, recent value, was $150 million. That does not include a recent NFT sale of $16 million. Now, that was before we minted, but there are more sales in the pipeline that will get announced probably late June, definitely by July, that are huge sales. They are massive sales. And every time these sales, even the $16 million one, if we're to go now and get that Millennium Sapphire valued, the valuation of the stone would be $500 million, maybe $1 billion, depending on how many sales we get. Let's say we get 100 million or 200 million sales over the next 18 months. The value of the Millennium Sapphire is going to skyrocket. You are talking huge multiples. Now, you can track it as we go. Everything's transparent. So, guys, ABD says thank you. No, thank you. I'm super happy, guys, to share and do whatever else. Ganesh, I wish I had have come across your channel earlier. Missed out on your earlier gem calls. Don't worry, Ganesh. I've been reading these types of notes, whether it's in my personal channel or emails or DMs, about people saying, right back in October, November, oh God, I wish I had have known you earlier. Look at these gains you got. In those days, like my biggest gain was probably a 5x. Now you're talking about crazy multiples. And I keep telling people, if you go through the entire Telegram channel from September 2nd, when I decided I'm going to give back to the crypto community, you will see that when I called it, what I said, why I liked it, how, what were the things about it that I really loved, and you'll see what the value of those is now, those tokens. Even after the massive correction, we are still miles ahead. So, and I kept telling people, like even when it was Zenon, guys, you're getting Zenon for free at $1.30. It's like they're doing you a favor. KSM, same thing, $69. They're giving this to you. DOT, I call DOT $6 or $5.50. Like these things are crazy. These things, but I use the same methodology to do that. Jason, any idea on the team, who the team are behind Zenon? Okay, look, the team behind Zenon. Do I know? Okay, if you'd ask me who are the devs, yeah, I'd know their pseudonyms. I know, what they've done before. I've checked out what they've developed before. Do I know them personally? No. Have I interacted with them in Telegram chats and so forth? Yeah, some of them, yes. Some of, the community manager is amazing. Super tech guy, super knowledgeable guy. I chat to him regularly. I chat to many of the people at Zenon who are behind the scene, and I extract information, and they give information to me. So, and I also know many of the people that were behind the promotion of, like spreading the word about Zenon. So, do I know the people behind Zenon? Have I physically met them? No. Do I interact with them on Telegram and stuff? Yes. Most of these projects that I call, in fact, pretty much all of them, I make sure that I know the people behind them. When I say I know them, that I chat to them. Hey, I'm Crypto Nut. I'd love to, find out some information about your blockchain. Can I ask you some questions? Most people are very happy to actually share with me. The ones that don't share with me, I don't recommend. Even if I love their coin and love what they're doing, I don't want to know people that are not willing to tell me, answers to my questions. So I hope I answered that question, Jason. Guys, if you really love this, please smash the like button. Even if you watch this after the live, please smash the like button. It really, really helps us to get this out. We started with 0 subs. We're up to 600 and whatever it is now. We're 3,500 Twitter followers. I'm totally blown away by all this, guys. I only started in September to share all this stuff, so I'm really excited to see the growth. And with Apollo X and Omni, oh my God, social on the blockchain, disrupting social, being able to protect your ID, not having to be kowtow to Facebook and let them rule us with their walled garden of servers. Seriously, this whole world is moving to Web3, which is blockchain and beyond. Our banking, everything is going to change. We are our own bank. DeFi, look at some of these DeFi products that are out there now. The interest, you earn no interest in the real world, the legacy banking world. But DeFi, you just blow up. You can leave your USDT, your BTC, whatever, on there, earn amazing interest. You can go on to crazy projects where you can get in for next to nothing and get 600-700% risky. But, if you back them in and just hold diamond hands, you will be rewarded. So, okay, I think that's enough for today, guys. I got to go and do some other work. But thank you for being here, and thanks for being part of the Crypto Nut family. Your uncle says a big heart to you guys, and Let's make some profit. LFG.